Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I thought I'd do a little video talking about Disney, something I've said about be doing some videos hopefully soon on. I thought, why not give it a go today? So I thought I would basically just go through written down 10 little questions. I thought I'd give myself 10 answers of Disney information about myself. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of Disney merchandise behind me as well. I have a lot of Disney Funko Pops, a lot of Disney merchandise, too much to show all in one this video as well. But I just thought I'd do a little bit to talk about Disney and what I like about Disney. So we'll get straight into it. I went with question number 1 I wrote down was my favourite childhood Disney film, and although technically it is a Pixar film, my favourite film was Toy Story. It was just the thing that, came out when I was only a few years old. It's a big release. It came out with a cowboy and a space ranger, Woody and Buzz. A lot of good merchandise around that. I still have my original Woody and Buzz figures somewhere around. So yeah, that was my growing up. If you want to say Pixar doesn't count, if I went with a Disney classic. And going off, I probably say Hercules was a big one as well. I really love Hercules, especially Wolf Pegasus out of that film as well. So yeah, Toy Story with Pixar and Hercules for Disney. Moving on to question number 2 I wrote down, my favourite Disney character. Quite often you probably think with my first question being favourite film being Toy Story, would be a Toy Story character. Actually isn't. It is in fact Thumper, and the reason behind me being such a big Thumper fan is I had a pet rabbit when I was younger, named Sweep in fact. I'll try and add a little picture in here so you just have a little see what he was like. So, I always had a love of rabbits. It is one of my favourite animals. I think that's where I love Thumper. And when I was younger, seeing a cute little rabbit on TV is why I picked him as my favourite character. Unfortunately, so theme parks is my number 1 meet and greet. If I could choose the one meet and greet that I'd never done before, I would go with Thumper. Question number 3 now. Do I prefer Disney or Pixar? Although I do still love all Disney films, especially Disney classics, I probably am more of a Pixar fan. I love Toy Story, Incredibles, Cars. I'm just a big fan of all of them. I do still love Disney films. It's not like I'm saying, I much more prefer Pixar films. I just always found that I always like every single kind of Pixar film. Some Disney films aren't quite to my taste, which is everyone has the right to you could be a Disney fan, not like every single film, whereas I do like every kind of Pixar. I have a lot of big Disney films I like as well, but Pixar top for me. Question number 4 is my favourite piece of Disney merchandise, and I've got to say it is my Chip and Dale bobbleheads that I picked up from Disneyland Paris. So just show it off here. There it is. Chip and Dale bobbling away the acorns. I think we say there, but it does say Chip and Dale. I'm surprised I didn't again pick a Toy Story or even a Thumper piece of merchandise, but picked up that Chip and Dale bobblehead statue from Disneyland Paris. It was last year, 2019. But I saw it behind there, last day of the holiday. Really liked the figure. Had a bit of money left over and thought, what, I'll pick this up. Wasn't too cheap. I think it was somewhere between £80 to £100. Got it back to the hotel. Tried to fit in my suitcase and realised it was absolutely massive and wouldn't fit in the suitcase, so I had to actually abandon the box that came in, as well as the polystyrene, which was a bit of a risk. I did think this was going to come back broken, but luckily it was okay. Wrapped around a few clothes, managed to get it back safely. But yeah, that's my favourite piece of Disney merchandise. Question number 5, I went with what was the first time I visited any Disney theme park, and that answer is 2014. Although I'm from the UK, you might think Disney and Paris probably would have been the first option to go to. I actually went to visit Disneyland, Walt Disney World first. It was my fiance, although at the time girlfriend, who convinced me to go with one of her friends as well. I wasn't even too sure what going to begin with. I've obviously never been to a Disney theme park before. I can just say I'm so glad that I went on that holiday, because Disney holidays are my favourite holidays now. I've been to Walt Disney World 5 times since then. A lot of people prefer going to beach holidays and the things like that, but for me I would much rather go on a Disney holiday, and it can be more expensive. So I've been to Disney World 5 times: 2014, 2016, 2017, 18, 19, and I've actually been to Disney Paris 3 times. That would be 2015, 2019 and 2020. We're supposed to go back to Disney Paris. We were hoping to go in September this year, when COVID seemed to be dying down a bit. obviously it came back in for the UK. France went on to the quarantine list for the UK, so we call it Gone to France. Even if we tried to come back with the quarantine for 2 weeks when we came back, I just unfortunately couldn't do that with work. So hopefully at some point, maybe next year, we will be able to get Disneyland Paris. But yeah, that's my first ever theme park, was Walt Disney World 2014. Next up, we have my favourite Disney theme park, and it is Hollywood Studios. I know it's not always, it can be a bit, people don't like it so much. They were at the struggle where before Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land opened, it wasn't doing too great. I didn't have too many rides. But for me, it was the first park I actually went to when I went to Disney World 2014. That's the first park we went to, and I just loved it so much. I think I did prefer it, you know, pre the construction for Star Wars and Toy Story Land. As much as I love Toy Story Land, not too keen on Star Wars, just because I'm not so much of a fan of it. I know a lot of people love it and enjoy it. I'm sure the rides are great, but it's not for me, unfortunately. I did kind of prefer it before that. I'll add a little picture in here as well, showing the first time I went. I took a selfie in the streets of San Francisco, the backdrop, and if you look, I was zooming again now, you'll see I was actually photobombed. It was actually something I didn't realise till a few years after this picture, and someone pointed out on Facebook. But yeah, Hollywood Studios is my favourite park. I don't know if it's just something because that was my first kind of Disney theme park experience. For me, it holds a lot, and it also leads into what was my next question, my favourite theme park attraction, and that is Tower of Terror. Perhaps similar to the reasons for liking Hollywood Studios so much. I mean, liking Hollywood Studios so much could be down to the fact that Tower of Terror is my favourite ride. But Tower of Terror, again, was my first ride that I rode. For me, it's so different to any other rides. No, it's not your track coaster or anything like that. It's just so different. The feeling of falling is, it's not a feeling that you can't really describe. And it also has a good storyline to it as well. You know, I'm sad that Disneyland California have gotten rid of their Tower of Terror. They replaced it with Guardians of the Galaxy. I understand from what I hear that is a very good ride. Obviously, I haven't ridden it myself, so I couldn't really say, unfortunately. But yeah, for me, Tower of Terror, it's the top ride. Disneyland Paris have recently updated this, which is, I really enjoyed that. Actually, it's got a good little, it doesn't change the storyline so much. It is kind of still the Tower of Terror, but with additional little side stories. So hopefully they won't change the one in Walt Disney World, because it is my favourite attraction. No, I think times do change and things like that, and people that will be sad to see their favourite ride change. But hopefully for me, obviously, I just want the Tower of Terror to stay the same, hopefully. Next is my favourite Disney theme park meet and greet. This kind of, I thought, well, all the characters I've met there, which one would I kind of, every time I go to a theme park, do I run to and know I want to go kind of, if I'm going to do one meet and greet, who will I do? And it is Chip and Dale. Now, if you've never met Chip and Dale, they're just, for me, they are the best meet and greet. They are so lively. That's the whole point of them. But I've just kind of felt you never get a bad kind of meet and greet with Chip and Dale. They're always so energetic. You know, I've had, unfortunately, poor ones with Mickey, unfortunately. Sometimes I had kind of one where it was kind of rushed through, unfortunately. With Chip and Dale, it never feels like that. They're always fun, they're always mischievous. I can add quite a few pictures here showing different meet and greets from different years. You know, they always have different costumes, which is great. They always have the dinosaurs at Animal Kingdom. For me, it is just the best meet and greet. If I said to anyone, do one meet and greet, a meet and greet you'll love and it is fun, Chip and Dale is the one for me. Next question is my favourite Disney theme park snack or food. I think a lot of people go with kind of Mickey premium bars and things like that, and the sandwich bars, Dole Whip, things like that, all good contenders. But for me, it has to be the Brazilian cheese bread. Just out of interest, me and my fiance just thought we went to the Brazil booth after Food and Wine once, thought we'd give it a go, see what it was like, and it just simply is the absolute best food you can get there for a snack. It just tastes so nice. Only downside we wish is it had more than two rolls. We wish it had maybe a few more. But for us, it just simply, if you've never tried the Brazilian cheese bread, I recommend absolutely checking out the Brazil booth. Buying it doesn't cost too much, maybe $4, maybe something like that, which seems quite steep for maybe 2 rolls, but I guarantee you won't regret picking it up. Final question I'm going for is, what is my preferred season, Halloween or Christmas? And for me, it's Halloween. I did something about Halloween. You know, I am a massive Christmas person. I love Christmas. So in work at the moment, currently wearing lots of Christmas jumpers, things like that. I love getting involved in Christmas. But simply for me, not just Disney as well, the whole feeling in Orlando for me is Halloween just feels so much better. I've done both Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and I just, for some reason, I prefer the Halloween party, the overlays on the rides. You get plenty of treats included, the shows are good. I always love the Boo to You tune in the parade. So overall for me, if I was to pick, someone said to me, should I go for Christmas event or a Halloween event, I would recommend the Halloween event. So that's it for today's video. It's just a quick short video. Well, I know how short it is by the time I've edited it, it shouldn't be too long. But, I just thought I wanted to throw a bit out there, get a bit of, kind of what I like about Disney, kind of things like that. I said a few videos ago, Disney is going to kind of probably be the main focus of my video, and I've had a lot of Pokemon in there as well. I am just such a massive Disney fan. I hope eventually once, the world does start going back to normal, hopefully now COVID has the kind of vaccine going around, see how that goes. I would want to get back to Disney parks as soon as possible. I'm hoping if I can, either get to Disney, at least Disneyland Paris, or if I'm really lucky, that Disney World next year. Now they've got the 50th anniversary celebrations of Disney World being open next year, and if so, and if I can get to either of them, give my hand at doing a bit of outdoor vlogging as well, about vlogging around a theme park, what I'm doing, kind of thing, thoughts on things as I'm going around. Be super fun, and hopefully other people will enjoy sharing my experiences with me as well. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.